They were very well, witted, witting.
What's the
They're
British term that you would use? Because they're British.
Hello and welcome to Cassette, where you can eject wherever you want, but please don't forget to rewind. I'm Ethan.
I'm Annmarie.
And Annmarie, what did we just get out of seeing?
We just got out of seeing The Roses.
The Roses, a reimagining slash maybe remake of Danny DeVito's original film from 1989 called War of the Roses, which neither of us have seen.
I didn't know this was a remake when you mentioned it earlier. I was like, it is?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, remake or reimagining, I'm not sure. I haven't seen the original, so who's to say if it's like as similar as, a reimagining remake might let on. But I gotta say, this movie itself, good time, good time.
Pretty damn funny, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, if for all you who don't know, this movie is essentially about it's got a similar storyline to the original War of the Roses, from my understanding, which is couple falls out of love, essentially. That's the basic premise of it, to radical extents at times.
Yeah, definitely. I think this movie is great because of the cast, though. This cast is stacked, like, insanely. Like, Olivia Colman, Benedict Cumberbatch, Kate McKinnon, so many people in here.
Oh my gosh, the list does go on, and I gotta say though, Olivia Colman does steal the show.
Yes, oh my goodness. I said this earlier. Olivia Colman is the Meryl Streep of our generation.
A valid statement, I would say.
She doesn't have as many Oscar nominations or wins, but she was on a streak for a little bit. So,
Yeah, the fact that it's just like she doesn't have as many Oscar wins.
sorry. Meryl Streep was like generational.
You don't have a whole mantle of Oscars? Oh,
She will. She will one day.
you only have like a couple? Ooh.
I think she only has one.
Yeah, I think it's only one, but still, only one Oscar. I mean, who wouldn't want one?
Yeah, right.
But yeah, no, she absolutely steals the show, but everyone's great in this movie. Olivia Colman, though, every time she's on screen, I could not help but be like hypnotized by her character. Her performance here, like in just everything, is so well done here, both when it comes to the comedy and the dramatic elements of this movie. And I think before we went to see this movie, you were kind of concerned that she wouldn't be able to deliver on the comedy end.
It just doesn't seem very Olivia Colman-y in a sense. Like, I just didn't think she would be able to do comedy. And that, my bad. She does have one Oscar win under her belt. She has range. Like, I thought she was really funny in the film, but when I first heard about this, I was like, I don't know. I don't know if she's got it. So,
Yeah, no, and she most certainly does here, 100%. And then having someone like Benedict Cumberbatch pair with her to do something like this, I mean, bravo. I wasn't sure if he'd be able to deliver comedy, because I mean, the only comedy I've really seen Benedict Cumberbatch deliver were like the little hints of it in, as Doctor Strange in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And it's like, that's fine, but it's like its specific own thing. How would he do in a real, like, dark kind of comedy situation? And he delivers.
yeah, I always say like Marvel humor isn't like true humor in a sense. And so I have to agree. I think their chemistry was really outstanding in this movie. There's so many different jokes. I think here's something from the trailer that made me laugh every time. The restaurant being named We Got Crabs, and then they played onto that throughout the movie because Olivia Colman becomes like a famous cook. I don't know why, that joke got me every single time. I'm like, "That's funny for me."
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, a lot of the jokes that typically wouldn't land for me, if anyone else had said, because it was Olivia Colman's delivery, because it was Benedict Cumberbatch's delivery, because Jay Roach, who directed this film, directed them also to complement their acting abilities to where those jokes could land. I mean, they do land. And again, that's very difficult to do in comedy where when the joke itself is something where it's like, oh, I've heard that before, or it's something that just typically wouldn't make you laugh, but it does anyway because of the delivery. It really goes to show how powerful you are at your craft.
What else did he do again? Because didn't he do Austin Powers or
Yeah, he did an Austin Powers movie, Meet the Parents, Meet the Fockers, Bombshell, believe it or not, and, Trumbo, just to name a few.
oh, okay, alright. I remember when it came up. By the way, the, beginning credits are Freaky Friday. Like, they're very similar, same song, and it made me laugh in a sense. I was like, "Wait, isn't this Freaky Friday?" But I remember his name coming up with Meet the Parents, which I really like that too. It does take a lot for me to like humor in a sense, or just to enjoy humor, and so when you get, like, that director who knows like how to get your actors to make those comedic timings because comedy is basically just all about timing. Same with horror, it's just about timing.
Just
Eh,
different music, as Jordan Peele likes to say.
Oh, yes. Could you imagine if it was like scary music in this? There's a
Oh my
part that
gosh.
could have been.
If you switch the music to something like more horror, like, you take the music from Weapons and then put it here, oh my gosh.
What
I
a
would
different vibe.
I would love to see that cut of the movie.
Someone on YouTube, get it done. You just take the kitchen scene at the end. Oh my goodness.
Yo, that I want this to happen. Let's manifest this. Anyone who is like top-notch editor, no offense, Annmarie.
No.
Anyone that's top-notch editor out there that's part of our audience, please make a cut of the movie, or at least that sequence at the end for the roses. Like, just taking it once this movie comes to VOD and just put like really horror-based music or like the music from Weapons and just put it in there. Heck, maybe the music from The Shining. I don't know. Whatever you think works best, throw it into this movie, and I think you got something brilliant
I
there.
think that would be so funny.
Oh my gosh, that might have been done better for like comedic sake too. So even as a comedy, what worked just as good.
No, I love it. Did you have a favorite joke in the film?
They really came quick. They were very well witted, witting.
What's the
They're
British term that you would use? Because they're British.
elegant.
Yeah, there you go.
Look, I don't know. But I gotta say, like, there were just quite a few that were really well worded that happened during a dinner sequence, and it was more so like harsh comedy and just the timing of it, and it involved multiple different people. I don't want to give too much away. Some of it's revealed in the trailer, but just that whole sequence at a dinner table, you'll know it when you see the movie.
Oh,
It just was, like, laugh after laugh after laugh, and, like, some jokes and some words and phrasings that just came out of nowhere that just really catch you off guard, and followed by stuff that you would kind of expect, but, like, it's so well worded that it still makes you laugh. So, yeah, I don't know, that whole dinner sequence, I think, was pretty funny.
yeah. Oh my goodness. I also have to say Kate McKinnon always makes me laugh. She's so funny.
Yeah, Kate McKinnon's interesting because I think she's great overall.
Mm,
For the most part, I think every time she's in something, whether it be an SNL skit or like a movie, a TV show, episode, whatever, it takes a second for me to kind of adapt to the jokes she's going for or the vibe she's going for.
mhm.
So like when I see her for the first 5 seconds on screen, I'm just like, oh, okay, that's kind of what I expected. A little weird, little weird. I'm not laughing though. But then once she really gets into it, it's like, "Oh, that's hilarious."
Do you think it's more of you don't like you recognize you're like it's Kate McKinnon in a movie and you don't recognize like the character at first?
um, I would yeah, I would say it's still like, "Oh, that's Kate McKinnon in a movie."
Yeah.
I don't think it was anything at that point of like, "Oh, no, that's the character first."
Mm.
Which in a comedy like this, I think for her and Andy Sandberg, that was kind of the case. More so for Kate McKinnon than Andy, but still, it worked out that they played a couple in the movie. To have those two play a couple and have that same kind of character dynamic and character relation to the audience, I think worked out pretty well. Do you have a favorite joke that was in the movie?
I like the "we got crabs" joke, but I think my favorite humor is like when they use their body in a sense to play off of it a little bit. So that ending fight was so funny to me because the way they were moving and just shouting at each other was just so funny. And I don't know, I just really enjoyed that. I will say it's just so funny because Ethan and I are clearly American.
What?
I know, right? We're not British. And there's a joke in there where it's about guns and the couple is British and they're going to like a shooting range.
Oh, yeah.
And there's like jokes in there that's kind of funny and they're like just very British. And I don't know. It was just super funny in a sense.
Yeah, I mean, you could say this movie was firing on all cylinders
It
with
really
that.
was.
But yeah, it just is such a delightful comedy, and like I can't really overstate this enough, but Olivia Colman, every time she's on screen in this movie is such a delight. She is so delightful to watch, even when she's going through utter dramatic pain. It just you're like, "Aw, Olivia." Like,
I just love her. I think she's so sweet and all that. And I'm glad like this is the thing I always get nervous with like Oscar winners because she won a couple of years ago for
yeah, it was,
the British movie. Wait,
there's a few of those,
I know. I'm sorry. Not the Prestige. The
Oh my gosh,
Crown. The something like that. Oh man, I'm gonna get.
pulling it up.
All right. And so I always get nervous when people win an Oscar for something that's so specific like that.
The Favorite.
Thank you. The Favorite. It's a British movie, I know. And I just always get nervous because I feel like people get pigeonholed into certain roles. And so I'm glad she's like not just doing like I'm an actor and only could do serious things because I don't think that's fun for anyone. I think we like to see when our actors have range and I was very surprised that she had so much range in this movie to do comedy.
Yeah, she can do something like The Favorite to Heartstopper
She
to
was in Heartstopper.
yes, she was. And on top of that, you got something like The Roses. And she is so versatile and dynamic with how she conveys each role, but yet also always puts a smile on my face whenever I see her on the big screen. So, gosh, Olivia, keep doing what you're doing. You keep eating what you're eating. Keep doing whatever, scheduling thing you got going on that you're doing, because whatever you're doing, it's working.
We're big Olivia Colman fans.
Absolutely. This movie, I don't think, now I'm not going to say it's the funniest movie of the year.
No, that goes to Naked Gun.
Absolutely. It goes to Naked Gun.
I know my place.
Will it make you laugh? Will it give you a good time? Absolutely. I think it's just one of those movies where it takes a real situation that a lot of us are familiar with, whether we were involved in a relationship like that or we were children of relationships like that. I think we can all kind of relate to a situation like that. And it just take it to that hyperbolic state of the roses and just kind of realize how silly it all really is.
You know what I was thinking the whole time? Wow, The Incredibles 2 really took a different turn. Cause it's The Incredibles 2.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, you could probably pull a lot of different movies and be like, yeah, this takes a lot from that and that, but yeah, The Incredibles 2, that's not one I expected to see coming, but now that you bring it up, yeah,
It
that
makes
makes
so much
sense.
sense.
Oh, but gosh, Annmarie, I don't know about you. I really enjoyed this movie, but I think it's about time we give it a number.
Yes.
All right, so out of 10, we got crab restaurant expansions.
Oh. I'm gonna give it a solid 8. I didn't think I was gonna go in and see an Oscar-worthy film, but I wanted to go in and laugh. And again, I think Olivia Colman and Benedict Cumberbatch's chemistry is really great in this film and something that surprised me. And so again, like I didn't like expect to go into this film and be like, Olivia Colman's gonna win another Oscar for this. But you know what? I came out and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm glad we got an early screening of it too.
In Dolby.
In Dolby too.
Not really the movie you expect to be in Dolby, but well worth it.
Yeah, it really wasn't. But I enjoyed it. So 8 out of 10.
Okay, yeah. You know what? I will have to go with you there. 8 out of 10. It is a really delightful movie on both ends of the spectrum of drama and comedy. I was not expecting it to go the way it went based on how the trailer kind of delivered this movie. The
Mhm.
trailer kind of makes you think it's going to be mainly the whole them going through divorce and like them kind of seeing who gets what and then their retaliatory efforts against each other and the comedic out, cry with that. But it really is takes you through the whole relationship of it all and takes its time. So I wasn't really expecting that, but I gotta say it is definitely a great time regardless. And at the end of the day, I gotta recommend The Roses to anyone that's even slightly interested or just wants a good laugh.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. So, guys, that's The Roses. It's a movie that is coming out now. We got an early access screening, but it'll be out as of, I believe, tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
Thursday, whatever it is, August
28.
28th. You need the date because Google doesn't exist. So, you heard it here at Cassette Take, your local search bar. But yeah, no, guys, The Roses. Have you seen it yet? Were you part of this early access screening? Are you going to see it? Are you excited to see it? Have you seen the original War of the Roses? Do you like it? And does it make you even more excited for this one? Whatever you're thinking, let's know your takes on our tapes in those comments down below. And with that, Annmarie, I think that about does it.
Let's wrap it.
All right, guys, thank you again for joining us on this episode of Cassette Take. We hope you haven't ejected thus far into the podcast, but whether you have or haven't, please don't forget to rewind. But before we say I have been Ethan and she has been Annmarie, just want to say thank you guys again for the 200 subscribers. I'm not sure if you guys have seen the reel where we went to see Black Swan in IMAX. If you haven't, go check it out. But yeah, thank you so much. We're approaching our 2-year anniversary, so that's like 100 of y'all that joined us during each year.
I think it's 150 actually, which is kind of insane to think about. So, thank you.
Yeah, so we love y'all and we love hearing your thoughts. So definitely let us know your thoughts and continue letting us know your thoughts, your takes on our tapes in those comments down below. So I've been Ethan
I've been Annmarie.
and love y'all. Do not get crabs.
Oh gosh, no.